Well, hello you scurvy dogs. Hello there humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it to. I'm Bushka Blitz, and I'm doing it to you today, all day long, every second of the day, in the Object 140. This isn't really a review. This is just, I've played so many games in the 140 lately, and I just really am enjoying the play style and the aggressive nature and the fast pace of it. And let's face it, for tier 10 play, this is pretty much as good as it gets. This and the 62A, and I've really fallen for the 140 again in a big way. And I'll get to that why in a wee bit. This is as good as it gets. It's the way to just, for me anyway, I prefer it to Leo 1. I prefer it to bloody everything. I've driven it so much. It's got that little bit of extra armour on the upper glacis, which makes it a lot better for bouncing shots when you get lucky enough to wiggle it at the right time like that. And something else that you'll see me doing here, as I'm reloading, I'm going to wiggle just, I kind of count through your own reload circle. So if you're fighting another medium, you're expecting them to be a little bit slower than you if they're not a T62A. And as such, you'll probably wiggle just about halfway through your reload if they've not fired yet. You get the idea. And I've had a whole lot of games like this where I've just had to drive around really, really quickly, firing on the move. And if you don't enjoy doing that, then you probably won't enjoy playing a Russian medium, because that is what it is all about. This is a leopard. We both say hello to each other. I get a high roll there, 333. He gets a reasonable roll, probably about the same actually. Actually, is that exactly the same? I think we penned each other for exactly the same amount. Isn't that amazing? Oh, that's stunning. And then you can see the Object 140's on the move firing numbers are just spectacular. Rocking backwards and forwards, hitting the tiniest of margins, and because I'm so low to the ground, I'm really, really hard to hit. And you can always do the old snapshot thing, come around the corner, pull it back as you're going around. He's like, what? Who did that? How the hell did that happen? I didn't even see a tank. There's a tank coming around the corner, then I got hit, and it never even appeared. I said, you think that was good the first time? I'm going to do it again. What do you think of them apples? We do it again. I am honestly 2 years of age. Things that I find amusing are very, very silly. And look at this, I'm in harm's way. I'm with my good mate the Snake Eyes, and he's playing the IS-7, which is like the rock upon which we build our demolition of the red team here. And quite often I play with someone in a big heavy tank like that, and it's good fun. And that's all well and good. And we're Snake's on Discord going, where is the last derp? Where is, that's my bad Russian accent. Where is the last derp, comrade? And I'm like, holy hell, there it is. The Young Panthers in the corner. Evasive action, Will Robinson. Exterminate, exterminate. Oh, we're lucky we got away with that one. A whole lot of fun. We actually had a lot of fun running this. Something else that I've noticed in rated battles lately, which is really, really weird, is people grinding tier 9 tanks. You can see I managed to get the tracks as I go past there, which is all well and good. So I'm going to go and put a shot. Oh, this guy drives in front of me. He's in a stock ST1. I went and checked. He's got other tier 9 tanks that work. He's just driving a stock ST1. It could be my fault, because I did put a video out there saying that the ST1 is like the best tier 9 heavy to drive in rated. And so I could be partially to blame. Can't get too upset about that. There's just... I mean, you're getting a grip on this playstyle. There's a TD in the corner here. I think it's a 183. I'm going to lose a lot of my hit points. I've already got ammo rack damage, which I can't repair because I triggered... Everyone's going to get triggered by me doing this stuff. But I keep using the big repair kit. And then I finish a game and I go, I really have to put the big repair kit to the second place on the screen there, on the right-hand side in the repair area. And then I just press go again and I forget to do it. And then I think I've got to put the big repair kit in next time I try and repair an ammo rack and can't do it. When you're reversing around E100s, make sure you touch them gently, because they are very, very large. And then as they get to you, you drive for it. And their gun misses you. It's really, really good. Gee, I've been having a barrel of laughs in rated of late. The best thing I've found is just what an equalizer it is for really, really good players, like the super duper, super deep purple 74% guys, who you come up against and they still lose because some of the teams you get are competent enough to not let them have the edge back. Once the team gets the edge, they hang on to that cap point advantage, or they hang on to the higher ground, and they don't give it up too easily. And because of that, I've seen some really fantastic games. I'm going to show you a couple of games here in a sec. Oh no, it's a while away yet. Honestly, I've played so much 140. Like I had to ditch so much footage of me brawling in this thing. There's just not enough space for it. This video would have been 45 minutes long. It's on the move firing. Did I mention that it was good? Watch this shot. This is great. Bang. No worries. This is, I should stress, a completely fully buffed 140. One of the first tanks that I spent my money on when all the spare parts for falafel happened was this tank. Because it's really, really good. Hey, I mean, it's a really good tank. You learn how to angle it up, and you learn how to fire on the move in it, and watch how effective it is in situations like this. I mean, I'm in a really bad spot here in a sec. There you go. Luckily, I was reversing very, very quickly. Get the grill, track him, bounce one from that 140. Grill's going to have a go at me, so I figure I may as well put one into him if I'm going to take a shot from there. That 140's after me. There's going to be a bloke screaming down the hill in the center. I know that. Here he comes, a set 7-1. Just dodging, moving backwards and forwards, hoping not to get smashed by a grill. This is something only this tank and the 62A could do, right? Because this is such a small area. This would not be cover for anyone else. Hey, like this just would not be cover for anyone else. And the grill gets me, but he's got to actually really pay attention and zoom in to get me. And then I'm back around the corner and I'm breathing deep, suck it in, suck in the big ones. Oh my God, there's another one coming. It's the set 7-1. Oh, let's get stuck into that bloke. We've got heaps of hit points left. He's seen me. He's seen me. Warning, Will Robson. Warning. Oh, what's going on? There's a 215B. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Ow. Ah, there's still a set 7-1 over there. No, he's gone. That's good. Someone else has killed him. Like, this is so tense, these games, and it's so funny how you get these situations happening where literally anyone could get you at any point in time. And I just like to give a hats off to all those people, those brave souls out there, driving IS-7s, you bastards. I did say it was going to be the best plug-and-play tank. So if you're a new player or just an average player and you were looking for a tank that would just be good without you having to actually do anything, that is the tank for you. Because really, I mean, it just does so much with so much. It's just incredibly tough to pen. I don't think that's bad. I know people have a go at the fact that, you know, it's not fair, it's not balanced now. Like before, that would have gone through, I feel like. Anyway, maybe not. It's not balanced now. You know, heavies are stronger, they shouldn't be stronger, and well, it wasn't balanced before. And everyone drove medium tanks pretty happily and didn't carry on like pork chops, and then suddenly when you're driving a heavy tank and it's doing better than the medium tanks, because mediums are no longer like heavies. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you can go hull down with this tank reasonably and bounce other mediums and things, but you're not going to bounce a lot of heavy tanks or TDs. You get lucky sometimes. Mostly it's just intuition. And you can see me in this 140 having a good old ding-dong. There's a grill at the back. This is why I prefer this tank than the T62A, because it's got that extra bit of gun depression and it really makes a difference. You can see we sneak a 400 Alpha HE shell out of the top of that grillate. And that Object 140 just trying to help his team out there, shooting across. And it becomes a really fun thing to do because you've got that extra bit of gun depression, whereas with a 62A, you just don't have it. The other thing is you've got to load heat in this thing now. You could load heat before, sure. And look at that, I knew that. I was just like, use the force, Luke. You know it's coming. You've got to zip backwards and forwards. Battle hardened over there. Oh, this is just hilarious. Penning him, that never goes in normally. Honest to God. The amount of times I've been on Discord lately with IS-7s against me and just had a massive whinge and gone, I hate IS-7s, is many times. It's been many, many times. Just trying to get a sneaky one in there, and he gets a sneaky one into me, and I trigger someone else by using the big repair kit to just get rid of a track. I am who I am, guys. I've not changed mine now. I don't think I'm going to change. Sneak one into the IS-7. Back it up, big man. Back it up one time. Jiggle and wiggle, take it on the track. Didn't end up mattering too much, but there you go. That never goes in usually either. They have turrets that are just ridiculous. He's looking for a kill, so I move forward, but he doesn't want me. He wants the M103 behind him, behind me. Switch over to APCR, and ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. So the 140's been hilariously good fun. The rate of fire, the DPM, the camouflage. Never forget, this is your best camo medium at tier 10. Has the best camouflage in the game at tier 10. And because of that, it is just a hell of a giggle. You can get places that a lot of the other mediums can't. It's lightning quick. I've also seen a lot of people driving FV4202s, like a lot of people. I think the Sense 701 is more hurt by that Hesh nerf than anything else, whereas the 4202 seems to be getting away with things. I don't know. To me, I'd rather drive a 140 all day long. And I've seen a lot of people driving PTAs, like, wow. And I don't know whether they're... And one of them was even driving, and there I go, triggering another human with my use of the big repair kit. I swear, I'm going to stop. You know what? While we're doing this, I am going to log into the game. Here we go. Because this has been obscenely ridiculous how long this has been going on for. And it's mainly on my account, because on the contributor account, I put them around the correct way. On this account, I just forget, okay? And the contributor account, that's all well and good, but when I'm playing on my own account, I keep forgetting to do it. And there we go. Got to get one in there. Yes! The Pokemon. Can you catch them all? Here we go. We are selling that. We are putting that back on. We are putting that... We're putting that there, and then the big kit, and that's done. And you'll never have to worry about being triggered again, because the big repair kit is now in the middle. Just so much brawling, so much hectic, good fun, and good vibes to be had with this tank. And, I mean, if you're not playing rated, you should be, because the games are really tough. And you're going to lose rating, you're going to gain rating, you're going to run into tanks you shouldn't run into like that, because it's only very, very little. And that's really, really not how it should be. And you're going to find situations like this where you're 3-on-3, and you know you've got to clean this guy up. So you all converge here, and then they converge, and you've got a 2-6-3, which is just a monster, and he's on me, he's all over me. I'm just trying to hide behind the carcass of his deceased mate, the M48A1. Missed the track. I'm going to eat one in the side. Ow, 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 ow. I'm just sitting here waiting. Save me, 40 hit point. Object 140. Oh my God. Save me. Don't miss him again. Fully hectic sick, bro, eh? You get games like I'm with Mojo here. They're on 945. We've got to kill a tank. Oh, that's right, got that one. They're on 930. We've got to get this object 263. He's gone AFK. He's got AFK. We're a chance. There's still 970. Got to get him. This is rating points in the balance. Tracking him just in case he wakes up again. Mojo gets him. Oh my good God, I forget to reload from HE because I was looking to do a HE to the side, and I hit this 140 with HE for 90. Oh, we're 980. Someone kill him! Kill him now! Wow. Get carried away much, but that's how it's been. It's been so many games. Like Mojo had a 6k Kolobinov that he just missed out on, got a mastery in the E4, and we lost the game to like a 200 hit point T54. I bounced the T54 4 times with an Object 140 before dying, doing like 300 damage. And Mojo nearly carried me across the line. God bless his little cotton socks. I'm going to show you 2 games now. 2 proper games. We've had our good chat. We've had our bit of, you know, basically free-flowing diatribe. You've got to load heat in this thing. The heat pen is just not impressive enough now to get the job done. And not only is it not impressive enough, there's a lot of people running a 5% armour, and there are a lot of people in big, nasty, heavy tanks in ranked. And they understand angling, and they understand that they have enough armour to really intimidate you. And because of that, they are very, very effective. Hey, E100s, the tank that's been surprising for me with its effectiveness has been the mouse. The mouse has been more effective for me than an E100. But an Object 140 is such a good tank in that even when it drops its heat pen, and it drops its DPM using Premo, it still does more than enough damage per minute to actually influence the outcome of the game. And it's got just enough armour to bounce shots. More so than most of the other mediums that you're going to come across. And you can see things are very, very tense here. Snake Eyes is over on the flank, and he is more or less holding that flank. He's been pushing down here. And I came back around this side to help out that mouse after killing the IS-4. And obviously, that's one of the platoon mates from the other team in the Object 140. The platoons you come up against too are legit. Like, they can all play. It's been really, really interesting watching this happen and unfurl. Like, it really does mean you're not so stressed out about playing really good players because you get so used to it. Now, this is where I love the 140. That 140 is going to push around. I'm going to ignore him and just use absolute nuts out mobility. Get here. Snake Eyes and I are going to isolate on this T-57, and we're going to clear him first and foremost. The grill is over there on the far right. Our E100 is fighting someone over there to our right as well on the western edge of the map. We're going to clear this T-57 while he's on a reload and then push around here. He's got a lot more hit points than us, but we're angling up as we come in. That's really the key, isn't it, with this tank? As you drive in, you turn and get them in front of you, and then we just want to make it a DPM race. Because we figure we've finally got ahead of him on the DPM race. If we can keep doing that, we'll just get that one more, and Snake Eyes comes and finishes the business, and I won't bore you with the 3-on-1 where we kill the grill down the back. So you've got 310 average damage, and only 260 once you pick up and start using your Premo. But you have over 10 rounds a minute. And I run calibrated shells in this because you really need that extra penetration. You've got 252 pen with calibrated shells, which is not a whole hell of a lot. I'm going to show you this game. This is our last game. This is really going to showcase the mobility. You saw how I used it there to get around and do the business. And this one, I'm just trying to help this Jagdpanzer E100. He's determined to hit point trade here, which is not, in my opinion, a very good option. That T-54E1 actually does really well. He owns me up a bit in a sec when I try and cover his move because he doesn't push out. Bouncing off, I think that's the same guy. Actually, these games were one after another. And that platoon, that 140 in platoon must have felt absolutely devoed after that first one to have been coming up against us again in the second one. You'd think you'd get a bit of time off, but no time off for good behaviour. Up against Snake and Bushka again. Like they did really, really well in the last game. They nearly touched us up. I wouldn't be surprised if they touched us up in this game. That's the thing. You see that 54E1? He's barneyed. So off we go. In our little Object 140, we're pretty confident if he's pushing around here. But I'm not unspotted. Watch this. Oh, you canny bugger. And then we put one into his tracks. And we're worried about getting hit from the right. And look at that. Just like that. Really good job from that GV guy. And we're not willing to stick our neck out there at all. So I'm sitting down here. I'm just going to take a breather until the camo resets. Snake Eyes is holding on the right. They've got rid of that 215B. We're 2 on 2. That's 4 spread out along here. So I'm figuring there's 1 over there. 4 tanks. We must have a very nice advantage there somewhere. But it's actually not the case. They're still putting damage into our T95. And he's on 391. And I can see that 54E1 coming around. So I'm like, oh, man. This is a lot tougher than I thought it would be. There's the E50. Got to get stuck into him. And their T95 is pushing around. Got to make hay out of this T95's hit point pool. So I wait for the T95 to commit to the turn here. As soon as he does, I push straight past him and we start pressuring this E50. The T-54E1's going to go around. He's going to get a shot at me. That's all there is to it. Blow this shot here. Really tough. But that's guess because we were just going up over the top. We'd loaded AP, HEAT, heat for that as well, which was always a bit tough. And haven't we got an interesting thing going on here? That is now, this has turned into a real game of cat and mouse. The T95 does a good job here. I'm communicating with Snake Eyes on Discord, obviously. And I stuff up here because I should tell him that that T95 may have a shot at him. And I don't. I'm not expecting the T... I just misjudge it, really. It's completely my fault, though, because the 95 does turn back and get a shot at him, which is really grim. And now I miss that shot and take my opportunity to get past him. Got to push around. I'm hoping that IS-4 can just hold on for a sec and that I can get up on top here and get a shot into that T-54E1. But the IS-4's missed his shot there, and that's brutal because now the E1 is going to push up on him. He's on a reload, so the 95's coming around. I've got to clear this. Oh, bugger. One more. Got to soak one up here. Even if it costs me hit points, I absolutely have to get that guy. Make sure it's in. There we go. Now, here we go. Now, this T95 is like a 62% player or something from JMP clan. We get a track, miss it. That's all well and good. So we're going to go past him, try and get some shots in. There's one. Don't want to muck around. He's in a really good spot. Don't want to muck around there at all. So what we're going to do is push all the way around here. Now, I really want to get around towards that cap circle. But for all that I want to get around towards that cap circle, he's not going to give it to me easy. So I back in. I want to get right up against the wall. And the problem is there's a little jut there that won't let me past. And so that slows me down a bit. But I get around here safely. He can't quite see over there. And then I'm going to push into cap. Sword Art Online tells me he's coming. And so is Christmas. And here we go. We have the Mano a Mano, the T95, and myself. And I'm going to push down here really quickly, try and get around and get some shots into him, and then continue on. I am a one-shot for him, right? Which is bad news. Blow the adrenaline. Little bit late. I should have had adrenaline going into that because then he would have been permatracked, but he probably had a repair kit up anyway. And we're just waiting. Minute 30 left on the clock. Trying to get a shot as he goes around the corner, but he's having absolutely none of it. And he does the right thing. He backs up. The problem doing this is I've got to be lucky like 3 times, or I've got to be good 3 or 4 times. He's got to be good once. He just has to get one shot in. But if I give him a shot, he will take it. And he's doing a really good job. He's keeping space between me and him. And he's also showing me just enough leg. And by just enough leg, I mean he is showing me just enough space to make me think I can get past him. And if I can get past him, I can win the game. But he can probably traverse back. What I want to do is go hell for leather over here as fast as possible and get around him. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Get the track. And that's all she wrote. And the track was absolutely crucial there. Hey, I go for the track again, but back drive wheel, so I should be able to get him. And I hold the shot right until I get on top of him and get the win. And he played that really well, Suku. That was a really, really close one. But we got it. We got it done. And we got the win. And that's all that counts. And you're going to see here, I give Suku a thumbs up because he did really, really well. Here you go, 62.88. Good on him. Very good player. Did very, very well. I'm going to give him the thumbs up because that was absolutely quality play from him. He's just very unlucky. I'm Bushka on Blitz. I hope you enjoyed the Stream of Consciousness Object 140 video. Look after your families. And until next time, stay safe on the battlefield.